this is just a quick update just to let you know what's going on. First things first, I'm putting up the next 3 books in the Belt series. They should be going up soon. So 2 are done, 2 of the audio is finished, and then 1, the audio is still in production. So that's going to take a bit of time, maybe a month or so. But the first 3, or should say the next 3 in the Belt series are going up. So that's books 4, 5, and 6, which is Enigma, Exodus, and Emergence. And these 3 books really take place around 23 years later after the events of the first 3 books in the Belt series. So it's essentially a new character called Luca Lee McNabb. And if you've been reading the first thing or listening to the first 3 books, you'll have a good idea of whose daughter she might be. So it tells her story, and it's all the same characters, same world, same everything. Nothing else changed. It's just moved on 20 years, 2 decades. And during that period, the QIs have, taken control over the solar system, and everything has been calm and prosperous. But of course, our old friends, the Seven and the Van Hilding family, of course, have been working in the background to try and undermine this new hegemony by the QIs. So into this world comes Luca Lee McNabb. It opens up on her 23rd birthday. So anyway, that's the next 3 books. They're going up. You'll also find there's a character from the Colony Mars series. If you've read that series, there's actually a character from that shows up in these next 3 books. Won't say who it is other than they're kind of old and very weird, so that might give you a clue as to who it might be. And they become kind of quite important, or this particular person becomes quite important in the story. And I kind of wanted to create that connection between the Colony Mars series and the Belt series, where the Belt series just moves on maybe 100, 150 years or so from the storyline in Colony Mars. So these 3 books, form a complete trilogy in and of themselves. So there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to the story. And I do kind of like the way it all wraps up at the very end. And it kind of leaves it open for another story to take place should I decide to write that. I don't know yet if I'm going to do it. On a more personal note, I really like these 3 books. I mean, they're one of my favourites that I've written so far. I think possibly because I was just a better writer and more confident, and also I kind of had, from the first 3 books, I had complete understanding of the world and the characters that are in it. So as you're writing, you're not kind of thinking about that all the time. You're just getting into the flow of the story. So I really like these 3 books, and I hope you do too. Anyway, they should be going up. The first one probably this week sometime. So if you're watching this, I'd say a day or 2, or it could already be up. Check it out. And then the next one probably a couple of weeks later, and the third and final one, I have to wait till the production on that is finished, which could be another 4 to 6 weeks. But it'll be up. Don't worry, I'll finish the series. Also, listen, I'd like to express my extreme gratitude to all the comments I've got back. It's just been fantastic, very encouraging, and it keeps me going, knowing that people out there really enjoy these stories. Somebody mentioned that there was ads popping up in the middle of chapters. That shouldn't be, because I go to pains to make sure it only pops up in a chapter break, which would make sense. In the middle of a chapter is just annoying. So if you spot anything like that, let me know, because I want to kind of nail it down and see where that problem might be. Okay, sorry about the lighting change. I'm recording this in Ireland, and the weather just, 1 minute it's bright and sunny, and next minute it's cloudy and rainy. So it's now cloudy at the moment. In a couple of minutes the lighting might change again, but hey, that's the way it goes. So just to let you know, currently I'm working on a moon-based delta. So a trilogy I'm writing based on lunar exploration on the moon, kind of near future, maybe 100, 150 years, that sort of thing into the future. Moon has been colonized. There's everybody up there, agencies, governments, corporations, the whole 9 yards. and it's kind of semi-apocalyptic, I suppose you could call it, because there's a major event, a solar storm, and that knocks all the satellite constellations out of the network, and it plunges everybody into mayhem, basically. So the first book is out, Solar Storm, and the second book is just out, Resource Control, and I'm currently writing the third book in that. It's trilogy. I tend to write in trilogies. Third book is Power Vacuum. That's the one I'm writing at the moment. Now, I won't have the audio for that. The audio, podium audio, may be an offer, basically. I couldn't refuse, so I said, okay, lads, off you go with it. And to be fair, they've done an absolutely terrific job, but it's not going to be on YouTube, I'm afraid. But if you still like the stuff I do, you can check out the work as ebook or even audio if you want to go to Audible. What else can I tell you? Yes, my Colony Mars series has just been translated into German. So the first book is up in German, second book's gone up on the 10th of July, and then they're doing a book a month, I think, for the whole series. That'll also be in print and audio. And it looks like the Moon-based Delta series will also be translated into German. And then we're working on the possibility of maybe doing it in Spanish. So that's kind of cool, really, to see them all different languages. I've been checking out the reviews in German using kind of Google Translate to try and figure out what people are saying, but it's gone down really well. They love it so far. I've also been hooking up with some booktubers. I've been following a lot of booktubers, particularly sci-fi booktubers, just to get trying to find new books to read and interesting books, particularly people who've read it and they've reviewed it, and also as a way of kind of promoting the channel. So I've been hooking up with Eric over in Break Even Books, who's a great channel, a book reviewer, reviews everything, not just science fiction, and he does go to the time of reading all these books and then giving a genuine review. He's very good. I really like him. So if you get a chance, check him out that's Eric over at Break Even Books. Link below in the description. Before I go, just one last thing. I am intending to kind of do more of these kind of face-to-camera videos. The big kind of production videos take too long and it eats into my writing time, and I'd rather be writing books than doing YouTube videos. But the kind of face-to-camera is easier to do. So I'm going to kind of dig into a lot of the stories and a lot of the books and a lot of the characters and tech and science that I use and where I get my ideas, and give you kind of a bit more of a background into where it all kind of comes from. So expect a bit of that over the next while. Anyway, that's all from me. Hope you enjoy the books. Hit the subscribe, all that sort of thing, and you'll know, you get a ding when the new audiobooks are gone up. So hopefully the next one, as I said, which is Enigma, that should be up in the next couple of days. Okay, take care.